though of course he's not doing a very good job of it. Glad to have provided you with some amusement on such a challenging day. Didn't you have a presentation about, what, an hour ago, Jenny? He asks, giving a theatrical look at his watch. There's a ping as the lift finally arrives and the doors open. You bastard, I think, as I walk inside. Oops. I thought I'd only thought it, but obviously I didn't. Ian follows me in with a chuckle. I might be terribly late, but what on earth are you doing turning up at this time of day? Employees as dutiful as you don't usually like missing a chance to show the bosses what good little boys they are, I say, tart as an unripe blackberry. Breakfast with a client, he says neutrally, not at all put out by my insinuations. Of course, Ian takes all his female clients out. Apparently, they simply swoon in front of him. Though, to be fair, the whole female population of this building probably does. And the ones in the office across the street, and in the street around the corner. I'm very glad that apparently I'm the only one who doesn't. He reaches round me to press the button for the 5th floor, adding sarcastically, Since you're so late, you might at least push the button. The truth is that I was distracted, damn it, and this morning I could really do without any other annoyances. The lift sets off with a slight jolt. Come on, Jenny, he says. Tell me what happened. You're never late. And so finally I turn to face him, and he stares back at me like a big game hunter who's got his prey in his sights. A rebellious curl of dark hair falls jauntily across his forehead, and with a studied gesture, he flicks it away from those intense eyes. If I were being objective, I'd have to admit that the contrast is amazing, but fortunately I'm extremely biased when it comes to Ian, and can ignore his physical appearance completely. The drooling of my colleagues is more than enough for me. Let's get one thing straight, I tell him, sounding annoyed. First of all, it's none of your business why I'm late this morning, and second, don't act like you care, because I know very well that you couldn't give a monkey's. At first, my words don't seem to provoke any reaction, but then a cheeky smile of derision forms on those well-sculpted lips. Jenny, how can you think that about me? He says, as though talking to a little girl, just as the lift stops at our floor. I turn around and am on my way out when I hear his voice again, this time sounding rather annoyed. With a certain satisfaction, I realise that it's taken me about 2.5 minutes to make him lose his temper. Impressive, but I can do better. Anyway, I do care because they called me up here to calm down Lord Beverley, who's been waiting for his tax advisor for exactly 1 hour. And with those words, he strides off quickly towards the meeting room. I stand stunned for a moment, and then hurry after him. I catch up with him just as he's opening the door of the meeting room. There's nothing for it now but to follow him in. While they've been waiting for me, they've set up something like a tea room, and the scene inside would actually be quite funny if this impromptu picnic wasn't all my fault. The dreaded Lord Beverley is there, sipping his tea and being entertained by our boss, Colin, who is red-faced and visibly nervous. And Colin is never nervous. He has a pretty good excuse today, though, because I doubt there's anyone who doesn't get agitated around Lord Beverley, a man who combines pomposity and menace and possesses all the haughtiness you might expect from an English nobleman who thinks he still lives in the 18th century, along with the arrogance that comes from possessing the mountain of money he actually does. Most of today's nobles haven't had a penny for generations, and we mere mortals can at least enjoy seeing how low they've sunk. But not Lord Beverley. He deems himself superior by birth, and also by net worth.